Hello, everyone, my
Hello,
beautiful
everyone.
inspirational divas. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? Okay, so let's start the conversation for today. We have our special guest, Ratandeep Kaur, with us. She is originally from Delhi and she is a mom of 6.5 years old daughter. She is the one who loves interacting with the people and giving back to society. And she has so many reasons and her personal experiences of starting her own YouTube channel. This is all based on the knowledge of the last 11 years that she had gained in the food, nutrition, skin, and healthcare. So many tags under one umbrella, I would say. And before we start, I would highly recommend to listen to this important information that this session is not based on any professional advice. None of us are fitness trainers, dietitians, or nutritionists. And this information is shared in this channel, in this group, is only for the general purpose and information and awareness purposes. If you have any questions or any problems, then please seek advice from your physician or your healthcare provider with your concerns and questions. Today's topic, today's discussion is all based on the personal experiences that we have, that Ratan have from her own journey. That's why she is an inspirational diva for us all the time and especially today. And today, let's utilize her information, her knowledge, and awareness and spread some more nutrition talk, especially being Wednesday today. So that's why I choose, we decided to go on live today because we talk about health on Wednesday. So without wasting much of time, welcome Ratan.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join this live session. It is really a good opportunity for me to interact with you all, Inspirational Diva, and you, Pooja itself, is doing great job as a whole. We are really inspired by what you do as a whole. So thank you so much for serving the community by contributing ongoing, wellness and mental well-being and relationship talks, and you are really inspiring all of us in many ways. So thank you once again. I'm glad to join this session. So let's start with the chat.
Thank you Ratan for your kind words. Really appreciate that. So my first question would be for you. I know you from last 1 year or so. We have couple of meetings in different platforms and we have different chit chats. So probably, but for the divas, I would like you to describe yourself. Uh, who are you in your own domain? What do you do? How did you started this journey? Just simply start with describing yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Ratandeep Kaur. Uh, Actually, this journey started when because when I started my own YouTube channel. At that is not a one day magic that happens all of a sudden. It is related to my journey and what I have gone through in past. And basically, first I would like to tell I'm a person who would like to give more to the society, and with my own learning and experience, because there was a time when I wanted somebody to help me, and I feel like people are sometimes hesitant to help you or share you with a secret which they have to, because we always tell our kids as well, like, when we teach them, like, sharing is caring. So I think that is more important thing. And when I say that I want to tell you about myself, it is a thing that I love to giving back to society with my own learning and personal journey. So let's start the chat and I'll tell you more about it.
Okay, that sounds good. Before I move ahead, you mentioned a very good important topic like people are hesitant in sharing. While we teach our kids sharing is caring. So I wonder why did you mention that? What are your experiences in this journey?
Yeah, because this is something very emotional. I'm very emotionally attached to this topic. Obviously, this is my personal own journey. After my pregnancy, I have a one child, as you mentioned, 6.5-year-old now. So when I had my pregnancy, after pregnancy, I faced lots of issue. Like sometime other women also face. Like I had postnatal depression. I was getting overwhelmed very quickly. I got overweight, and lots of mood swings were there. I was actually unable to manage my all routine day-to-day activities very harder because
Mm-hmm.
putting over, getting overweight, and then I was unable to even, I feel always like exhausting and frustrated, not getting even enough good sleep. So that was actually building up a different me, a person who always get frustrated, angry very immediately, which I was not earlier before my pregnancy. I was like always mostly with full of energy and enthusiasm and happy going and stuff. But I don't know what something happened. My pregnancy was planned as normal pregnancy. It was like told to me by my GP that it will be with your husband. He will go with you inside, and something happened. It doesn't happen that way, which was planned, and it happened different way, and I was into like different shocking mode as well that time. Then after pregnancy, after delivery, I went into postnatal depression, anxiety issue, depression, overweight, so lots of things going on at the same time. So what was very hard, it was my she was my first baby. Like I have only one child, but first pregnancy. And then I was like, I have to give now time to my child and look after the baby, which I was waiting for. And now when I am struggling with these lots of issue, how can I take care of my own child? Like if mom is not healthy, mom is not happy, mom is always getting overblamed, crying, frustrating, or having a stress issue, how can she take care of their child with a right mindset if she is not feeling okay that time?
Yeah,
So that was
100%.
going on. That was going on at my health side.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk about sharing is caring, I bring up this context in my conversation because when I was struggling with these health issues, and all these health issue, the major contributor was my overweight, which is like I was on 90 kg that time. So after pregnancy, I put on 90 kg. I was so overweight. I feel uncomfortable even walking, doing any stuff. Always like frustrated, over blame, feel like crying every time. Not
Yep.
enough. So I try to reach out to few of my contacts who are the moms itself, moms
Mm-hmm.
of two kids, three kids, one kids. But when I see them, even after their pregnancy, they're like very slim, trim, fit, fine, happy going, doing this, doing that. And what happened to me? Like, why can't I do that? And they are in good shape. So what you do usually, because I am living here in Australia here, move my country, like after my marriage I migrated to Australia. I don't have my more local friends here or family relatives here. I
Mm-hmm.
reach out to some of the ladies which I feel like I can trust, and I can talk. I can just try to reach out to them because they are also mom, but they are doing well, taking care of their family, happy, and doing all their extra thing like job and everything all together. Still, they are okay. How they cope up with the two kids? Some have three kids as well. So
Yep.
when I try to reach out few people, actually no one is ready to share the secret. Everyone,
Wow.
and I tell you, I'm not that skinny body or I'm not very slim trained. I'm just good enough and I'm happy because I'm healthy. That's
Yep.
more important. Going to skinny body, zero size, I don't need to go into that thing because I'm happy with my healthy body and healthy
Yep.
mindset. That's more
Yep.
important, which I feel.
Yep.
So, so that time I reached out, even not one time. I try to reach out, follow up message as well, 2 3 times to every one of those, which I feel like they can get back to me because they did it well. But no one want to share the secret. They're
Oh,
hesitant. I don't have any idea why they're hesitant. Is it why they want to keep the secret to themselves? What's the reason? No idea. But with our kids,
I can
we,
imagine the level of frustration.
yes. And what happened when, for example, if somebody come to your house with the kids, and my kid and your kid is not playing well properly, what does parents say as a parents? No, this is not good. Please share your toy.
Yeah,
This is that's what we teach. So
yeah,
we need something good. So there is some double standard which shouldn't be there, which I feel, and it
mm,
is. It was really very hurting for me to see
yeah.
like people you know well, and especially they are women. They know with a woman when you talk,
Women,
like they can feel your pain because you go through with the same journey and same stuff,
yeah,
right? Juggling with multiple tasks and doing the same stuff, but no one help. I feel
yeah,
very sad about it in my inside. That is what I thought, like if I'm going to work on myself, and when I able to do it actually on myself, and if I got the result, I'm not going to keep it a secret. I
yeah,
wanted to speak to more people. I wanted to reach out to more people, that no, we have to share. Even my
yeah.
YouTube channel, which we talk about, doesn't give me money for another 10 years. Doesn't matter. Purpose is supposed to serve the community. I really wanted if even 1 or 2% can get benefit out of my videos which I put on my YouTube channel through my
Yeah.
journey and my personal experience, which has benefit me personally.
Which is good. So lovely to have your thoughts on this topic. Sharing is caring because in the last Women's Day panel discussion, we had the same topic. On the very first panel discussion, we started with the biases that men. The topic, ideally, the objective was to discuss the biases that men do with women. But eventually, when we started having the conversation with the panelist members, you all divas were there. So we realized that it's not men who discriminate, who do biased with the women. It's women who is not happy to see another woman. So that's why we planned another session on the same topic. Um, even today I was reading an article, and probably I think I shared one of the advice there, like not all these stresses are negative stresses. Some stresses are really useful for your future journey as well, because they take you towards your goal. And that's what is coming out from your story as well. Like, sharing is caring is not just a word. We should actually implement what we teach to our kids. And that is exactly what inspired you in your own journey, in your
Yeah.
own, YouTube channel growth, and putting back to the community, and this drive, which is so much inspiring. I really like the idea that once I get it, I will share it with other people. That's amazing thought to have it. But before we proceed, I will have a conversation with the divas out there who are watching us.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so divas, ladies who are listening to us, I would ask you this question. Do let me know your thoughts. Have you any time felt in your life that you are trying to get answers from your friends, from your circle, from your family members, but you are not getting the right answers? Maybe they are trying to hide it from you. Maybe they are not even aware of it, or maybe something else, something in the mind is going on. So do let us know your thoughts on this one. What do you think? Is it a common scenario in your lives as well? Is it a common problem or situation that you face as well? And what do you do in such circumstances? Ratandeep has taken a positive step towards this challenge, and she started her journey of making her own YouTube channel and starting and putting the word out for the benefit of the people, for the moms, for the women around us. It's actually for everyone, but definitely women and mom are more benefited, right, Ratan?
Yes, healthy recipes and weight loss tips still, men can refer. Even to be very honest, when I use the beauty remedies, it goes to me and my husband too. So I do use a face mask home remedy for my husband, and I feel the result actually. But with the woman's skin is like soft and stuff, so I feel more result on woman like, right. But husband
Yeah.
need like two face pack or two face mask of my home remedy. I need it one. Depending on, it
Which
depends
is,
on like your tanning and your skin type and everything, because man's skin is a bit harder and stronger, right?
yes,
So
yes,
it depends. But to be very honest, the my known contacts who are males as well, they are using it. They are giving me a feedback. So
yeah,
beauty remedies can be used by male as well, and other topics which I am covering for skincare is common thing. Hair care is a common thing for men and women. So even it's no gender bias thing here. So
yeah,
anyone
yeah,
can use
yeah.
my remedies and tips which I share on my channel.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
that's so beautiful thought. Um, okay, by the time we start getting some answers from our divas for this question, as they are already saying hi Pooja, hi Ratan. So we welcome you all ladies, and we are, if you have any question, divas, do let us know. I'll straight away grab Ratan on these questions on the
Okay.
healthy chit chat. Okay, so the next one, Ratan, for you. You already started with this conversation that you had stress, anxiety, your postnatal depression, probably, maybe because of the overweight. Like, how was actually the health journey in your experience? Was it easy, okay, or really difficult to manage? I know there would be there was some problems, but how, on the level of severity, how would you quote it?
You know what? Initially, when you're having a health issue, you're struggling with anything, and I was at the same time because of the overweight, which I strongly believe was issue. Because when you're weight, you got the thyroid problem, and you get overweight only because of the stress issue. So
Yeah.
mostly, like in certain scenarios, when you are overstressed, you get gaining the weight, and these
Yes.
all things are interrelated to each other. If you see anxiety, stress issues, and weight gain and stuff, so all are
Mhm.
interrelated.
Yeah.
My It is actually very hard initially, but what happened, Pooja, is like when I migrated to Australia in year 2011, I moved to Australia. Prior to that, when I finished my graduation and stuff during my college days, since
Mm-hmm.
then I have a very good interest about reading about health, beauty, and natural ingredients and remedies and stuff. Like I usually read like newspaper article on that stuff and magazines,
Yeah.
kind of buying some books to read about the health, food, and nutrition stuff. So
From
that
our
was
favorite magazines, like
yes.
from our favorite magazines, Grey Shobha, and what do you call it? Saheli, and lots of magazines we used to have. I also used to have the cuttings from the home remedies from that magazines.
Yeah, so those like something that interests me most to read. Like if you ask me to read other, serious type of novels or stuff on news, no, I will not.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
that person. But I really enjoy reading about health and beauty remedies and stuff, those stuff. So it was like that as a hobby reading or something like that in my college days. So that I usually enjoy more, especially on Sundays. I can read like 7 8 hours the whole day.
Wow.
That during my holiday times, I usually love reading those stuff. So when I migrated here after marriage, I being bit lazy about because when you get married, you are in that zone, newly married, and enjoy your new lifestyle. You move to
Yeah.
Australia and kind of that stuff. So I was like, that I just lost the way of reading it, and I stopped reading more about that stuff. So that
Uh-huh.
eventually come back again when my health issue comes up, like after my pregnancy. Then when I was getting stressed and thinking about that thing, I decided myself that I have to, because it's high time, these issues are not letting me to take care of my newborn
Yeah.
properly. And when you are frustrated, tired, stress issue, anxiety issue, you went out everything to your family, because we
Yeah.
take family as a granted, right? To be
Yes.
very honest, I'm very lucky and blessed to have a very good husband and very good in-laws. Touch wood, they took care of me during that time when I was showing them tantrums and stupid behavior because of my health issue, ongoing health issue.
Yeah. Mood
They,
swings.
yes, everything was there, but they were very supportive and caring. And but still I was going through with lots of issue, nothing is working for me. Then I decided myself that I have to take a control of my own health.
Mm-hmm.
If I take it, and I know at the back end in my mindset I know lots of things, but I have stopped learning about it more. And I have already tried checking with my friends and stuff to help me out. No one is coming up to help.
Mm.
Let's take a control in your hand.
Yeah.
I can even go to the, take it as a negatively and go to other direction, maybe, crying about
Yes.
this situation. But I wanted
Yes.
to take a control of it to fix this problem my way. And obviously,
Permanently as well.
yes.
Yeah.
And the thing was like, I have a strong interest in reading about those food, nutrition, beauty thing, and everything related, which is comes around to overall health. So I
Mm-hmm.
continued my learning. Again, too much reading when you feed your baby every time, sit whole day feeding baby, and then taking care of baby and making them sleep. So everything mostly I was like trying to use that time when I'm awake, and
Yeah.
so it is like I'm distracting my mind to the from the negative stress thing as well. At the same time, reading what I like to read, again
Yeah.
increasing my knowledge and thing. Then once
Mm.
I'm sure that I have learned this, I have learned this, I started implementing it on myself one by one. So when I was overweight, like as for example, we know that we have heard about our detox water, for example,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
when we eat whole day we have to detox our body,
Mm.
first thing in the morning. We keep hearing
Yeah.
that in social media these days. So detoxing body, we can have a like lemon ginger or honey water in the early morning on empty stomach, so that
Mm-hmm.
whatever junk or unhealthy food we have eaten it can flush out through our body if we
Mm-hmm.
detox it on empty stomach. So I usually, even today, since I started long back ago, like soaking cumin seed or like jeera in the water, and soak it overnight, boil that water in the morning. Once it's little cool down and warm enough to drink, I drink it on empty stomach. And I have a habit of checking my weight every day. You can even do it on weekly basis depending upon you, but I just want to keep a track on how my weight is
Yeah.
going. If you keep a track of things, it's easy to maintain the things. Like
Yeah,
suppose
but
I
don't you think so in between, if I may ask quickly, but don't you think checking weight daily would cause another level of stress in one's mind? That's what I heard and from different clients. Like if you check it daily, it's a kind of no, it's same, or it has gone up, or no, it's not changing.
no,
If
I
something like this happens,
I strongly believe, Pooja, that what we like. For example, you want to see initially when you are starting on weight loss journey or being healthy, you want to
mm,
see how your body reacts. Everybody is different, right? So, for
mm.
example, because I don't want to give up on my Punjabi food or paranthas or anything, when I was trying to lose my weight, which is
Yeah.
too like with parantha, how can you lose weight? With your how can you lose? I like chole bhature. How can I lose weight? The Indian typical food. Being Punjabi, born and brought up in Punjabi family, eating too much food earlier, whatever, thinking, and now
Yeah.
losing the weight. So I just want to keep it simple for myself, and I want to opt an option which will not able to help me now, like for like 15 days, 10 days, or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or 7. I want an option that can help me to stay healthy for forever. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about when I'm eating something. So for
Yes.
example, I shared one of my recipe in my YouTube channel, like multigrain atta flour mix,
Hmm.
right? So I showed how I prepare how I make a dough to prepare a roti, like Indian roti or wholemeal bread, you can say. So when I make paratha, I usually make dough with certain healthy ingredients that is not helping me to put on weight, that is helping me to get all the essential nutrition which my body should get. It
Yeah.
is having a reasonable good amount of carbs,
Yeah.
reasonable good amount of iron, reasonable good amount of like, because for example I added flax seeds into it. It is just
Yeah.
one example, though I
Yeah.
added lots of things on that recipe, but I'm just
Mm.
giving you a just example, like how can you make a dough healthy. And then
Yeah.
I can stuff, instead of stuffing potatoes inside, I am happy to stuff cottage cheese inside to make my paranthas.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can have 1 tablespoon of clarified ghee or desi ghee,
Ghee.
uh,
Yeah.
1 tablespoon or maximum 2 tablespoon is even enough. You can have it in a day. If you
Yeah.
have it, then you will not crave for it that you didn't have parantha in the day, and you wanted to have parantha if you like that.
Mm.
Because I'm a
Yeah.
person, I live on paranthas and I love that in my breakfast. So if I don't have that, if I have a bread in the morning or something else, I will still not feel okay with it. That it is something pulao, or
Yeah.
it's not well on me, because I like a good breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's what how I started. So this is an example. Like, I was able to lose weight, but still I'm enjoying my paranthas, healthy
Which
way.
is good. Ideally, that should be the lifestyle change, not
Yes,
exactly meant
yes,
for the weight loss purpose, but for a healthy lifestyle. If you start
yes.
doing something, then definitely it would be helpful.
Thing is, like, weight loss, you can do weight loss for a while, but later on when you go into your normal routine, then eventually you put back your weight. How
Yeah.
about eating healthy every time? When you maintain your weight for a longer period, eventually, in a nutshell, you will lose weight.
Yeah.
So that is my personal experience that works for me. For example, if I have not put myself on any extra weight past 2 months, it means
Mm-hmm.
I have already shown in my scales. It will show like I have already lost 2 kg or 3 kg already during maintaining my lifestyle. But I just need to make sure I don't eat too much junk. I can just eat once a while. Like, sometimes I also enjoy this same plain for maida flour, chole bhature and that kind of stuff which we Indian usually eat,
Mm.
or like unhealthy meal like pasta or something which is like with the more carbs and stuff. But
Yeah.
once a while, giving treat to yourself is not bad. We are not living a life in a hospital and in a bed. We like to enjoy the life. So if we say, okay, just have a salad or have a protein or have a this only or that, it's not going to work for me forever.
Hmm.
Like, we can't do this thing forever every day, right? So how about just changing few unhealthy habits to healthy habits, right? So I know that I have to take. I'm just sharing my some tips. I think the divas will listen it and it will help them. So, like,
Yeah.
for example, just drinking green tea between your meals.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, green tea help you to increase your metabolism rate and
Yeah.
improves your digestion. So
Yeah.
how about when you eat your lunch meal, for example, just have a green tea, half an hour before your meal, or
Mm-hmm.
a bit later as well, after 1 hour
Half
or
an
half
hour
an
later, 1 hour later. Yeah.
hour. Yes. So between meals, if you take it, it means you are trying to tell your body to get,
Mm-hmm.
it is starting, digesting it
Mm-hmm.
properly quickly, and now you can, whatever you will eat, it will digest quickly, because as we age, our digestion power also gets slower.
Yeah.
So we have to think everything in mind. Earlier, maybe we used to, take 3 breads or 4 breads in a breakfast when we were
Mm-hmm.
younger, or very,
Yeah.
when we were kids. But now, maybe our age, we have to think like how much we can eat. So, like,
Yeah.
as of now, I can't eat more than 2 breads if I have to. But there were time when I can eat even 4, 5 breads. Doesn't matter. When
So
you are.
is it something that you have decided over the period of time that you can have? one bread, two bread, or is it something that that just your mind tells or body tells, now this is enough, stop it right now?
No,
Is it on
actually,
the go or is it planned?
no, it is not planned. It is like my everyday is different and everyday eating is different. I don't follow any particular routine, but the basic and main thing is like as I told you, the must thing I include green tea in my normal whole day routine. So I had two
Mhm.
times my green tea today itself. I had my detox water in the morning. I check my weight just only to just keep a track. What did I eat yesterday and how my body reacts.
Okay.
For example, if I know that I usually eat that much, today I have eaten too much. So I just wanted to see how my body works when I eat that much. So if you
Okay.
want to keep a track of your how your body reacts
Items.
to
Yeah.
every food, if you want to keep a track, which I want to, so I do
Yeah.
it. But it's not compulsory thing. You can even check your weight every week if you like,
Yeah.
once a month if you like, depending upon how keen you are to know and keep a track. It's
Yeah.
my own personal habit and
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's good. We have a question from our beautiful divas. A lot of people are saying hi, Pooja, hi, Ratan, hi, beautiful
hello everyone.
ladies. Or the question is, can you please share what's your detox water is?
Do you want me to tell you the recipe here?
Maybe just yeah, tell them a quick recipe, and then later on you can share the YouTube link as well.
Yeah. So one thing is like if you want to know the detailed recipe, you can refer my YouTube channel link on this event page. You can subscribe my channel for more healthy recipe and tips if you want to. But yes, a quick recipe I can share with you. Like normally in my case, because like today into night itself before going to bed, I will make sure that I have a glass of water. Some water is there. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of cumin seed, soak it overnight. Then in the morning, I will boil it. If you like, when you boil it, after boiling it, when you turn off the flame, just make it little cooler so that you can drink it. You can, if you like, you can squeeze a little lemon into it. But if you don't like, you can leave it. You can drink it directly like a normal plain cumin seed water. And what
Yeah.
will it do? It will eventually detox your body, but you just need to make sure you have to drink it on empty stomach. And once you drink it, you have to give a gap of 1 hour before you have your breakfast. So for example, I'm having this detox water in the morning at 7 a.m. Then I will have my breakfast by 8 a.m. itself. So by one after giving a gap of 1 hour, then you can have a breakfast.
Is
So
enough.
that detox water can detox your body, but metabolism rate to digest as well. So I think this is the best idea. I'm using this past 6 7 year, I don't know, maybe longer. So
Yeah.
this is a basic thing which I like to. But sometimes when I am too bored with this jeera water or cumin seed water, then I just have a warm lemon water with some honey. If I like, you can
Honey.
add
Yeah.
ginger as well. You can add ginger as well if you like. This is just a simple example, but there are more tips and tricks on my channel. You can refer it if you like.
Yeah, yep, yep. Thank you, Ratan.
No
If
worries.
we go back to your journey, you said
Hmm.
your journey was very difficult when you were when you recently become a mom, you were a new mom and you went through a lot of depression. I mean, we all go through some level of depression or mood swings or the stress or the anxiety, everything included in that phase. But particularly in your case, what kind of problems or abuse or stresses that you faced in your journey? Would you like
But,
to explain
yeah,
somewhat
yeah.
on this one?
I think. Can you hear me, Pooja?
Yeah.
Okay. So usually in my case, Pooja, there is, as I told you earlier, lots of health issue were there. Like overweight is there, stress, anxiety, overweight, mood swings, everything was there. But but I have also mentioned that there were sleeping issues as well. So what were happening because of that new sleeping routine? Because my baby keeps waking up whole night mostly
Hmm.
and feed and stuff. So what was happening with me? there was regular cycle becoming for me that I couldn't sleep regularly for 2 3 days at all.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
regular, if you don't, even if you don't sleep one night, your mind stops working. Think about a situation when person don't have a sleep for 2 nights or more than 2 nights.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Because I know even if I have less hour of sleep, like suppose sometime we got like 4 hour of sleep, or we feel uncomfortable, frustrated, a whole day is
Yeah.
uncomfortable thing in our head.
Yeah.
How about one day and back to back 2 days? That was because of changing routine. I was not settling well enough, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously the speed and stuff was going on. And new routine, because I'm like a more person who can't sit at one place. To be very honest, even today, I enjoy, like, after 10 15 minutes, I want to stand up and do some work or do something. I can't
Yeah.
sit at one place for a longer. I feel like moving. I'm that, I don't know, but this is what I
Yeah.
am.
This is a good
So
practice.
yes. So usually what happen is, like in that scenario, when you feeds a lot and you wake up and sitting whole day on the bed or wherever you feed your baby, and sitting too much was something which I don't like to do, but I have to. Sometimes I feel like maybe blood circulation is not going well because you sit too much. I
Yeah.
was not getting into normal routine. Sleeping issue was the main cause. And then
Mm-hmm.
again, I know lots of people who have sleeping issues, don't feel comfortable talking about it, don't feel uh, to share what worked for them. I asked few people about that thing as well. Then again, then I find out the solution for myself, like how can I get a good night's sleep and stuff. Then I have posted one video about chamomile tea as well. That was like I started to take honey before sleep because it helps you to give you a good sound sleep. So I
Okay.
try mostly to work out on around the natural ingredients that help me. So when I
Mm-hmm.
started using chamomile tea, which recipe I also have shared, I think second or third video of mine when I initially started my channel.
Mm-hmm.
So all part of my journey. So that video is posted only because sleeping was my issue. I have
Mm-hmm.
shared another video about why sleep is important, how can we get better sleep, and separately as
Yeah.
well. Because why I'm sharing this about videos here, because this is how YouTube channel come into picture. This is why I started it, because these were
Yeah.
my ongoing issue.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a fact and truth that if you don't have enough sleep, your mind stops working sometime, and
Yes.
sometimes it's not working well. It means you will not do what you are supposed to do. You will do something else which can impact or make an environment at your home place, and everyone around will be affecting. And this is a
Yes.
better truth, because Pooja, you are from mental wellness and helping thing, and you are dealing with lots of clients having
Yeah.
those issues. So you should be aware of like how that it becomes, if you have any of the client having sleep issue and dealing with lots of other issues, so maybe you can relate more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
100%. I have
mm,
clients,
yeah.
and definitely I can relate to that. How our minds start playing with that when we have sleepless nights and the due
Yes.
to whatever reasons.
And anyhow, everyone loves their family. My family was very supportive and caring too much for me. But what I was seeing is they're going out of the way to help me out and to make me ease. But these issues are making me to not talk properly.
About it. Yeah.
Okay, and whenever I have to talk or communicate within the family or look after my baby, I feel frustrated in all reply and conversation, even within the family. Does
Mm.
that you want for your family, who are loving you, taking care of you, and you're throwing everything went out to your family only because
Yeah.
they love you? That's why they are listening you. If anyone else,
Yeah.
no one's going to listen to you then, right?
Yeah. That's
So
right. That's
this
right.
was a fact, and at the moment, from my heart inside, I was realizing this is not supposed to be done. your self analysis about yourself and your behavior. Like you are not
Yeah.
supposed to talk to your family like this, but it was not intentional. It was not in a right mindset, not enough sleep. You feel
Yeah.
so low, you overblame, you're crying by yourself sometime without any reason.
Hmm. I can
Like,
imagine. I can definitely relate to the problems
yeah.
associated with
So
this one.
when this thing was happening, it was too much for me. I decided myself to not go negative about it, take a stand for myself. And I must say, everyone, especially to the women, and I think men as well these days, sometimes we are all in stress. So please look after yourself. Self care
Yeah.
is important, not only for the ladies, for
Yes.
elders, for men, for kids. Self care is very much important.
Everyone.
Yes,
Yeah.
health is important for everyone. Don't. I know sometimes we are too busy in earning money or getting this, getting that. Get your health first. If you are having a healthy mind, healthy body, if you're taking care of yourself, you're feeling good about yourself, you're
Yes.
confident, happy. If you are
Yeah.
happy, you can keep your family happy. If you're
Yeah.
not happy, if I'm not happy, Pooja, I'm telling you, I seriously can't keep my family happy. And most of the
100%.
days, sometimes when I'm sad and stressed, maybe it sounds selfish, I don't know, but I'm telling you the truth. I don't mind sharing with everyone here. Don't feel like whoever think what, but to be very honest, if I'm not happy, I struggle to talk to everyone properly because I am in my own mindset and stress and things. So it's very much
That's
important for you to keep yourself happy, healthy
It's
body.
not, yeah, 100% Ratan. I would say it's not you only. It's a neurological fact because I'm from this industry. I would say this is a neurological fact that self love, self care is a person's topmost priority. If they feel they are not good enough, or somebody did something to them, or they didn't get the right answer, or this didn't happen my way, or that didn't happen my expected style, then everything, our minds start working on the threads. It will start on one thought, and that one thought will create one thread, another thought, another create, and so many, so we'll have multiple thoughts and multiple threads. And if you don't close these threads, it will impact your health at first level, and then it will impact your immediate family members, especially the children of the family.
Yes.
They are the most delicate people, delicate creatures in our life. And if you won't take care of your own self, they will feel most vulnerable at time. So that's why taking good care of ourselves, our health, is really important. I 100% agree with you, and I can totally resonate with what you are saying. You know what, I've been through the kind of same journey after my first child as well. So my weight was too much. I still hear those sounds, like when I was unable to do something, and I got some different comments or different feedback from friends and family members. So lots of things were happening, and I went into stress, anxiety, and maybe a level of depression was there. But eventually, again, you need to start taking control of yourself. And that's when the FFNE happens. And that's when you start being in charge of your own life, own journey. I
Yes.
lost 20 kgs with my mind power at that time. If I show you, I'll try to share that post very soon in the group for you all as well. So you also share Ratan your before and after pic, so that will be helpful for our divas to be on the motivation level, so they can make their health as a priority, because you are a perfect example, perfect inspiration for everyone around there who had the choices. It's like a dichotomy situation. On one hand, you have negative thoughts, negative scenarios. On the other hand, you have actions to take. You need to start working on yourself. So you choose that positive side. That's your beauty, your inspiration, that we might need to spread more around in the people ourselves. And one thing I would like to ask you, did you, I hope this is a valid question for this forum as well. you don't believe in any kind of diets nowadays. We have ourselves, like we have Herbalife, we have whatever. I know I can take those names. There might be plenty more behind it, but I know Herbalife, I know my MWay, I know fat diet, I know lots of diets. And I'm not saying they don't work. They definitely work for the people who have taken use of that those diets. They are 100% effective. So what is your take for the divas, if you want to give the advice on from your side, on those diets? What would you like to say?
See, I'm not against to any diet, but
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to just tell you all in simple words, that yes, you can do diet for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. You want to keep it for a year, just do it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you will be taking a supplement or doing something which is not that natural as your own natural food.
Yeah.
uh, I prefer to get all the nutrition in my body. I'm not looking for getting a slim body or a celebrity body. For me, it's more important for me a healthy me as healthy body and healthy mind in
Mm-hmm.
form of food and fruit and nutrition.
Yeah.
I I personally myself Punjabi by religion and born and brought up on paranthas and chole bhatures and those stuff which I have earlier spoke about. So I really want to enjoy my life. I don't want to live on salad. I'm not saying salad is not good. I'm not saying protein is not good. I'm not saying that scenario. I'm just saying if you wanted to enjoy your parantha or any kind of special Indian meal like dal chawal or something like that. I'm talking in Hindi in between. It's easy for divas because mostly Indians here. So lentils curry or kind of those stuff, you can enjoy it. What we need to just keep it in our mind that we should get all the nutrition from all the food in moderation amount in a reasonable quantity. I'm
Yeah.
not telling you to take a very small portion, no, because to be very honest, like for example earlier I was supposed to, when I was like before this weight loss and stuff, and I don't want to maintain the weight and stuff, as a normal human being I was eating like 6 or 7 rotis or paranthas in whole day. I'm just giving you example, right?
Mm.
But at the moment I'm like okay with 4 of them in whole day till night. Why? It's not like I reduce the portion exactly. I'll tell you what's like, when I made my, as I told you earlier about my healthy recipe on atta mix or flour mix. So when
Mm-hmm.
you made your chapatis or roti with healthy swaps, for example ragi flour or oat flours or wheat flour instead of your plain flour or maida flour, right? So
Yeah.
just giving you an example, when we add those healthy swaps, for example, one good example is oat flour. For example, you have when you are making a dough of like 10 people, for example, you have taken one bowl of oat flour, which you have grinded it, roll oats. So
Mm.
that roll oat, if you talk about roll oat and if you know about rolled oats, they are very filling. Like,
Mm.
if you have
Fulfilling. Yeah.
yes, for example, if I make a normal roti or chapati, I may eat two, but with the
Mm.
roll oat one, maybe I will be full with one only.
One only. Yeah.
And at the same time, when I shared my recipe, it is what which is very tasty. Like for example, like if it's not tasty, I'm not going to eat it.
Mm.
To be
Yeah.
very honest, because my taste buds,
No.
I
No. 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 Definitely
if food
appreciate.
is not tasty, I'm not going to eat it. To be very honest,
Mm.
food should be tasty. So when I made a moderation of that thing, so just example, the recipe which I shared, the dough. So even if I make a any paranthas with that dough, that is very still. Even sometimes my family said like that is more crispier and tasty than the normal one.
Yeah.
So, so good thing about this food is I'm getting all the nutrition which should be going
Mm.
to my body. Like for example, I'm just now just giving a random example. Like oat is having iron or a good amount of carbs or good amount of all the nutrition which your body have. So why should
Mm-hmm.
I give up on paranta and go to diet? I enjoy my instead of two paranta, maybe I can have one. but enjoy
Okay.
it and don't feel like I didn't have that which I like to eat.
Yeah.
So
So what
instead,
we are saying is it's more of the lifestyle choice rather than the diet followed to lose weight. So that's what you want to
yeah,
say, right?
I highly recommend using healthy swaps and healthy alternatives. Just
Mm.
change your pantry with the junk and unhealthy foods. This
Yeah.
is a good tip here I'm sharing with you all. That, for example, like for me, it's a big no to white sugar, which is so processed. Processed food is not good. Like what we eat as a frozen food is not
Yeah.
good. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
So don't. You can cut these small thing and make a good healthy lifestyle yourself. Make sure there is no frozen food there in your fridge, because this
Mm-hmm.
is one step towards your healthy living style. Instead of white sugar, try to use raw sugar. If you can't use raw sugar, swap with jaggery powder, the
Mm-hmm.
desi good, which we call in Hindi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever suits best for you. But again, when you talk about jaggery, that is healthy, but having a
Yeah.
more calories. So like,
Mm.
if you are telling me like, oh Ratan, I usually drink a jaggery tea till I put on weight. If you
Mm.
are drinking tea 4 times and putting two spoons of jaggery, then you are going to put on weight. It is
Yeah. So it's almost double of the sugar you're taking in your tea.
yes. So just these tips and tricks help me. I'm a
Mm.
chai lover, tea lover, so I can't give up on tea as well. Earlier,
Mm.
earlier when I was losing, I was only having the green tea and only one normal tea, like Indian tea in the morning itself. But I'm a person who usually like to have 4 times a day normal tea because I'm a tea lover. Then I cut my tea into from 4 to 2 and 2 to 1,
Yeah.
whatever suits best for you. But when
Yeah.
you pay for certain thing and you feel like giving up everything to get fit and healthy, you can do it only a week, a month, or
Yeah.
2 months, not regular
Yeah.
basis. So
Yeah.
why not
Yeah.
adopt a healthy lifestyle or healthy swaps? Please go to my channel, have a look on my YouTube channel, Healthy Chit Chat with Ratan, where I have shared those healthy swaps as well. Plus, my recipes are with twisted recipe, and no recipe is not like, you will not find any recipe which is not tasty. If it's
Yeah.
not tasty, I'm not going to post it, and I'm not going to eat it myself as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
thing, first priority is it should be tasty, and second is it should be healthy. I don't want to put on weight. I don't want to put on weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the same thing which I do for me, the recipes which my family enjoy, even if they are healthy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing those recipes only, those tips and tricks for beauty and skincare and hair care. So just have a look. If you like it, you can subscribe to my channel to watch more videos on it. So, but I would like to request you here all, just have a look on it. Maybe you find any useful information, and if one person even is get benefit from my any of my video, it will be giving me my pleasure and happiness that something is working for someone.
Yeah.
uh, yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm sure I have already seen your couple of videos and they are really helpful. I have tried your face pack as well, and that was also good. So I'm sure divas would like to utilize this information, this knowledge that you are spreading with your YouTube channel. And yeah, that was really an awesome discussion on your own journey as an healthy chit chat with Ratan in this session. So thank you so much, Ratan, for your time today, and thank you for spreading the knowledge, the awareness, your journey. It's not easy, Ratan, to come online and to share about your personal experiences, what you have gone through after pregnancy, after your delivery, your postnatal depression. It is not easy to be vulnerable in front of the people, but you choose to share your story, you choose to come with your knowledge, you choose to go on the path of spreading more knowledge, more information. So you are a true inspirational diva for all of us. So thank you so much for being here with us. And we would definitely subscribe. All the divas, definitely. I would personally request all of them to go and subscribe and to your YouTube channel.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for your opportunity. Thank you, all the inspirational diva who are able to join us today to hear this. Even if some people are joining it later or checking it later, this video,
Yeah.
I hope this discussion will help you out. And yes, please do refer my channel. I would just like to request, just refer it. If something you want to watch and have a look on it, please do. Don't hesitate. And yes, you all are inspiration in your own way. Please spread the knowledge, spread the love everywhere. We women have to first come forward to support each other. I would like
Yes.
to just initiate this message again, because Pooja, you mentioned it earlier. uh, we women can do lots of wonder, but this thing we are seriously still lacking.
Yeah.
No, we have to change this statement that one woman jealous another woman. We have
Yeah.
to change this scenario where women don't want that other woman is succeeding. I want to let her down. I don't want her to grow and succeed. We all are very very much different. We all
Yeah.
have our own positive and drawbacks. Let's work on our drawbacks. That's our thing. We have to do it and control it, and let's spread the knowledge we have with each other so that everyone can get benefit. And don't I really don't want anyone should feel like what I have feel earlier when I need some lady to help me out. No
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
comes out. It was very heartbroken. Whom should
Yeah.
we, like, if we ladies can't even support each other? And I found really sometimes, men's are real blessing. They
Yeah.
sometimes go out of way to help you out, be it your father-in-law or your own husband or your brother. But there are lots of example I have seen personally in my life.
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
going through tough time, the male person are more supportive and caring.
Yeah, no, 100% appreciate your thoughts, Ratan. We just need to fix each other's crown. And with
Yes.
that thought, we will take your leave, Divas. Thank you so much for joining, and we would see you very soon again on a very special chit chat session with our another Diva. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
See you all
everyone.
later
Thank you so
on.
much,
Thank you,
Pooja.
Ratan. Bye.
Bye.